first rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Locke to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield.
field. That's complete. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he will follow and go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Vernon Hargrave.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 22, Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Vita Vea.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now, Streets. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Lock now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Noah Fant.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Tackle made at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They look to throw. It's locked. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 4.
down and 4 yards to go.
They run the counter. Streets. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Outside to start out, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant, and he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Conversion. 18 on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Play action. Now it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run it with Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. One more time with Jacobs, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs in the final seconds of the first half, and the Raiders have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Streets, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Block off of play action. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 82 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Broncos 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. On 2nd down, Streets. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Carr. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry. Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw it is Locke. Being chased out left. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he wants the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Carr. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Streets, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 38. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 18. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now.
Makes the score Raiders 16, Broncos 10.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On second down now, Conley. Right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give right side. Conley. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
22. Broncos 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Buying time to his left. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.